Bloatware. Samsung actually markets the bloatware that comes preloaded on their phones as a feature, added value they call it. You get Samsung Browser, Samsung Notes, Samsung Pay, Samsung Health, Samsung Music, Samsung Gallery, and about 20 others sitting on your phone before you have even entered your Wi-Fi password. Some of them you cannot delete. You can only disable them, which means they are still there, still taking up space, just pretending to be gone. Samsung calls this a feature. Everyone else calls it a Tuesday afternoon of cleaning up a phone they just paid over $1,000 for. Galaxy AI. Samsung has been putting Galaxy AI on everything. Circle to search, live translate, chat assist, transcript assist, and about 15 others that all sound very impressive at a product launch and then disappear into the settings menu forever. Samsung's own Galaxy AI features are opt-out, which means they are turned on by default whether you want them or not. Every update adds more. Nobody has used all of them, not even the people who work at Samsung. Samsung Health Notifications. Samsung Health is a fitness app that comes pre-installed on every Galaxy phone. If you have never opened it, it does not care. It will still send you notifications asking you to log your water intake, reminding you to stand up, telling you that you have not recorded a workout today, and suggesting you go to bed. Your phone becomes a personal trainer you never hired, that you cannot fire, that lives in your pocket and judges your lifestyle choices every single day. Subscribe if Samsung Health has ever made you feel personally attacked. Routines. Samsung Routines lets you automate your phone based on conditions you set yourself. When you arrive home, turn on Wi-Fi. When you plug in your charger, lower the brightness. When it is past midnight, enable Do Not Disturb. On paper, this is genuinely impressive. In practice, setting up a routine requires navigating a menu system so deep and complicated that most people give up halfway through and just do the thing manually. The feature exists, the tutorials exist. The willpower to sit through the setup process does not. And if you are an iPhone user watching this feeling very comfortable right now, there is a whole video on useless iPhone features on the channel. You are not as safe as you think. Go watch it after this. Edge panels. Edge panels is a Samsung feature where a small tab sits on the side of your screen that you can swipe out to access your favorite apps and contacts quickly. Samsung showed this off like it was going to change the way people use their phones. In reality, most people swipe it open by accident while scrolling, have no idea what it is, close it immediately, and go back to what they were doing. The people who actually use edge panels are the same people who have memorized every keyboard shortcut on their laptop. They exist. They are just very rare. The back button. Every Android phone puts the back button on the left side of the navigation bar. Every Android phone except Samsung. Samsung puts it on the right. Nobody knows why. Samsung has been doing this for years, despite every other Android manufacturer agreeing on the left. People who switch to Samsung from any other Android phone spend the first 2 weeks pressing the wrong button constantly. It is a small thing that somehow manages to be incredibly annoying every single day. Good Lock. Good Lock is Samsung's customization app that lets you personalize almost everything on your phone. Sounds great. The problem is that Good Lock is not one app. It is an app that contains other apps, each one controlling a different part of your phone, each one requiring a separate download, each one with its own settings and interface. Customizing your Samsung with Good Lock feels less like personalizing a phone and more like taking apart a car engine to change the radio station. Software update. Samsung promotes its software update system as a feature, promising years of updates and security patches for their devices. The delivery of those updates, though, is something else entirely. Your phone notifies you that an update is available. You ignore it. It notifies you again. You ignore it again. It schedules itself for midnight. It restarts your phone. It notifies you in the morning that it updated successfully. Then it asks you to review what is new. By the time a Samsung update has finished communicating with you about itself, It has sent more notifications than most of your actual contacts have in a month. And those are the most useless Samsung features explained. Short, simple, and honest. Drop the one that annoys you most in the comments. YouTube already has the next video ready for you. It is right there on your screen. See you there.